Do you mind if I record this?
Do what you want.
You understand I'm not a cop, right? You're allowed to say no.
It's fine.
I've talked to you before, so you know a little bit about why you're here. Correct?
You want to know about that boy?
By that boy, you mean Jake Howard?
Yeah.
How'd you hear about him?
The news.
That's not what you told me on the phone. You gonna say something?
I saw pictures online.
Pictures? Like the poster of Jake's face?
No, not of where he was, of him tied up.
What kind of website was this?
It was a fan site for watching.
Watching?
Yeah.
Watching what?
It's a way of watching people, things going on in your neighborhood, stuff like that.
Watching as in stalking?
No, people do it by choice. They're the ones who want you to watch.
Did Jake Howard want you to watch?
No.
But you saw pictures of him on this website.
What are you so concerned about? It's not your kid.
Not my kid. Do you think that matters?
Does it? Your kid. What happened to your kid? They die?
Cut it out.
What happened? They did die, didn't they?
Shut up! You have no idea what you're talking about. You couldn't possibly imagine. Get out! Get out of here! My brothers and I had this toy when we were a kid, and I've seen other ones like it since then, but it was basically a mini radio transmitter. Had a microphone, had a tape deck, and basically it would send a small signal from one room to another or to the end of the house, and all you had to do, tune in the radios, and you could pick up on the signal and hear what you were broadcasting. Well, watching is a lot like that. When we switched from an analog signal to a digital signal in 2009, someone posted on Reddit that they had figured out how to build an analog transmitter. It's an antenna, basically. And so they were broadcasting whatever they wanted to over the analog signal. The thing is about the antennas people were building, they are incredibly low powered. I mean, they kind of have to be. So they send a very weak signal. It could be to a whole neighborhood, if you're lucky, but most often it's probably just to the end of the block. Audiences are limited because not everybody has analog sets and antennas lying around. But also that's kind of the appeal, because not many people can see what it is you're broadcasting.
And what kind of things are people broadcasting?
It's mundane things mostly. People post their daily lives. Some people do content, but for the most part, people just kind of set it up and let it go.
And people watch this?
More than you'd think, actually. It's like Facebook. We don't want to watch people we don't know doing boring things. But when you get a chance to watch someone you do know and they don't necessarily know that you're watching them, it strikes a chord with people for whatever reason. The audiences are extremely limited. It's like YouTube, except much more temporary, and it has the added thrill of limited anonymity. It's like an apartment building. The signals are so weak that if I broadcasted from the ground floor, it might only reach to the 5th. Somebody on the 12th floor, he has no idea about me. Communities are just tiny, ultra specific to region and neighborhood, and that's what makes this phenomenon so difficult to get a handle on. You cannot study it from a distance at all.
And all this has to do with Jake Howard. How?
I'm a casual watcher, I'll admit, but I'm more interested in the broader phenomenon. There are some communities online where people post pictures and clips from what the people in their area are broadcasting. Someone posted pictures of Jake Howard on the board that I follow. The pictures were of him in the basement where he was bound. The killer was filming the death of the boy, and someone was watching.
The case is closed, Mr. Chapman. Police have found their murderer. He's been tried. He's been found guilty. He's currently rotting in the state penitentiary for his crimes. I don't know what you think you found, but the police...
I can show you the pictures. Sir, the pictures are out there.
Have you talked to the police?
Yes.
And what did they tell you? What do they always tell you, Mr. Chapman? I know who you are. You have a history of inquiries like this, and where do they always seem to land you? This isn't your son, Mr. Chapman. I'm sorry for what happened to him. What you need to do is go home. No more crusades. Get yourself together. Mr. Chapman, the courts have found their murderer, and they put him where he belongs. The case is closed. For the sake of everyone involved, the Howard family, this community included, let's keep it that way. We don't know who this person is. It could be anyone you know. It could be everyone, too.
Hey,
Hi.
how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Been better?
I'm sorry.
It happens.
Yeah, well, why didn't you come in? I made up the spare room for you.
Thank you. Thanks for letting me stay here. I really appreciate it.
It's no problem. Why don't you have a seat?
Thanks.
So, would you like a drink? Something?
Yeah. Water?
Let me get it. I'll be right back.
Thanks. It's a beautiful house, Emily. Thank you.
How's Liz?
Okay, I think. I don't really know, I guess.
Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have asked.
No, really, it's okay. We just sort of drifted apart.
I understand. What are you doing here? You said something on the phone about research?
Yeah, sort of. I'm looking into the circumstances of that boy who was killed last year.
Jake Howard?
Yeah, that's him.
What about it?
It's pretty gruesome, honestly. It's not really something you want to talk about.
Excuse me. This is for you. Were you expecting someone?
No.
How did they know you were here? What is it?
I don't know. You mind?
Not at all. I read the note. Are you really going to meet with this guy?
I have to.
Does this have anything to do with Tyler?
No.
I don't think I believe you.
It's all right, you don't have to. I'm sorry.
It's okay, it's none of my business. Is this about Jake Howard's?
Yes.
I probably don't want to see this, do I?
No. I wouldn't want to watch if I was you.
Who are you? My name is Leo.
And who are you, Leo?
I'm someone who wants to help you.
How do you know who I am?
Word travels fast around a small town newspaper.
Now, what do you want?
I told you, I want to help you.
How?
You got the video I sent?
Where did you get that?
So you know that I can help you.
I want to know where you got that movie.
You do want my help or else you wouldn't be here.
Well, how can you help me?
I know what you're searching for, and I can help you find it.
What are you saying?
If you want to know more, meet me on the other side of the tracks tomorrow night at 6 o'clock.
No, tell me now.
I can't tell you. I need to show you.
Why'd you bring me all the way down here tonight?
I needed to see if you were serious or not.
Well, how do you know I'm serious?
You brought a gun. I'll see you tomorrow.
Hey,
Oh, hey, I didn't hear you come in.
what are you doing? What'd you do with the tape?
I just straightened up some. I'll find it for you later. Is everything all right?
I don't know, actually.
Well, what happened?
Well, I met him. He wants me to meet him tomorrow. He wants to show me something.
I don't know about this, Aaron. Are you sure you know what you're getting yourself into?
It doesn't matter.
This is the kind of thing where people get hurt, Aaron. You could get hurt. People who look into things that they shouldn't, they just disappear. Is it worth it to end up like that? Isn't that what happened to Jake Howard? He just disappeared. Only someone saw him, at least. I wish you wouldn't, Aaron. But I'm not going to stop you. I left some sheets and a pillow for you upstairs. If you need anything else, just let me know.
I have to do this. Sorry.
Just don't say I didn't warn you.
you bring your gun?
Yes.
Smart man.
Where are we going?
You'll see. So what are you gonna do with him when you catch him?
I haven't thought that far.
Sure you have. Just finding out a name or a face, that's nothing. But what you do with that information, that's everything. You don't strike me as a short-sighted man. I could be wrong, but I don't think that I am. You don't look like the kind of man who would want to kill someone else. But what other reason would you have for finding this guy? Do you want to bring him to justice or something? I heard Tom. The police don't want to have anything to do with it.
I don't want to hurt him. I just want to know why.
Why what? Why he watched? You watch, man. Do you get to pick what you see?
I want to know why he didn't say anything. I don't understand that. You see something wrong, you should say something.
There's a lot wrong in this world, Mr. Chapman.
I know. But this is somebody's life, somebody's kid.
Aren't we all someone's kid?
I just want to talk to him.
And then what? Let him go? Then what are we doing right now?
What would you do then? Kill him?
This whole endeavor seems to be about justice. Seems just to me.
Just want to know what happened.
You know what happened.
What are you doing? Huh? Why are you helping me?
Because I can.
And what's in it for you?
Fun.
What's the matter with you?
This from the person who just wants to meet the guy he sees as an accessory to the murder of a child. You know what I think? I think you want to kill this kid. You tell yourself that all you want to do is talk to him. But the second your eyes meet his, you're going to lose it. The next thing you know, he'll be lying dead on the ground and you'll be wiping the blood off your knuckles.
You're wrong.
You know how I know that's going to happen? Because you brought your gun. You don't even know what you're getting yourself into.
What?
You don't know what you're doing.
Why don't you tell me?
I'm not the only one who knows this kid isn't what you're looking for. I'm just the only one who's willing to talk to you. We're here.
Is this the place?
Just watch.
Well, what am I looking
Just
for?
wait. That's your boy, Mr. Chapman.
How do you know?
His name is Sean Simmons. He's a student at the community college down the street.
Are you sure that's him?
Positive.
How? How do you know?
Sean broadcasts his own show from the bedroom upstairs. Mostly he just smokes questionable substances and talks about his philosophy. He's got a green comforter on his bed if you really want to know. And he talks about this site where people post footage from around their neighborhoods. Same one you found. And of course he mentions his username.
What? What is it?
BleedWeed420. Now the real question is, what are you gonna do? Whatever you do, please don't just kill him in broad daylight. That's a mess no one wants to have to deal with. In fact, why don't you just leave your gun here? We could leave, you know. Just forget this whole thing.
doing? Hey, what is this? He's not dead, is he?
No, he's fine. Gonna have a headache when he wakes up, though.
What are we doing? What did we do? We shouldn't have done this.
Hey, don't worry, I've got a plan.
I don't want to do this.
A little late for that now. So you'll get to ask him your questions now, right? Hey, you got your wish, right? Maybe smile or something, okay?
So what are we supposed to do now? We ask him questions, then we let him go? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what, I don't.
Stop. Just stop. We're here now. Nothing we can do about what brought us here. Come on, he'll keep. I need to show you something. Alright, do me a favor and just calm down for a second. Just watch. I just want to call your attention to something that maybe you haven't thought about yet. Do you know where we are? Geographically, I mean.
No.
The house where Jake Howards was killed is 3 blocks away. That way. Do you know where that footage is coming from?
It's around here, it has to be.
Wrong. That's from one town over. All that stuff's from maybe 50 miles away. All being broadcast live right now.
That's not possible.
This system is built for short-range transmission, right? Except that around here, it isn't. Someone's building a transmitter. Somewhere, picking up signals people are sending out and amplifying them. Recreating the analog broadcast network, essentially. It's pretty low power still, because nobody from the government is picking up on it, but who knows, really?
I don't understand. Why are you showing me this? What does this matter?
Because you don't know what you're getting yourself into, Aaron. Look at the screen again. I'm getting a signal from 50 miles away, and if I'm getting their signal, then they're sure as hell getting signals from around here, including the signal that showed Jake Howard's murder. You've got the man who posted those pictures online downstairs. But what about all the others who saw, who watched? What are you going to do to them, Mr. Chapman? What can you do? You know who watches? Everyone. I do, you do, the police do. You're just doing your thing, avenging your son, whatever you think that means.
What are you talking about? How do you know about my son?
What are you doing, really, Aaron? Hey.
Don't be so afraid. I didn't kill that kid, and I don't want to kill you either. You didn't have to be here, but you wanted to know, and you wanted to talk to me, so here I am. What do you want to know?
What do you think you're doing? You gonna kill me?
All you wanted to do was ask me questions, and you'd have hated me if I'd asked the same of you. But now you're on the floor, and I'm the one in charge, and you want to know what's going to happen to you. You don't care why you came here.
Why did you let Jake Howards die?
It wasn't just me, Aaron. All of us let him die.
Who's us?
That's the question, isn't it? You'll never know. Neither will I, of course, but I'm quite comfortable with that.
Well, you could have just watched then. Why did you post the pictures?
Why does anyone do anything?
You're sick.
No, I'm not sick. I'm normal.
Well, you could have stopped it. Why didn't you do anything?
I thought someone else would, maybe. Why was it my job? What about the others who saw and said nothing? Made for some good television. Riveting, really. You knew what end was coming, but just like the movies, you had to see it play itself out. And it did. I can't say I'm proud of it, but I can't take it back. It happened. All I can do now is keep moving forward. Scoff if you want, but I'm telling you so you know that when I tell you that I'm sorry for what I'm about to do, that I mean it. Leo? See, Aaron, when I said it was riveting television, I mean it was riveting. But the fact of the matter is, if we let you go now, this whole thing comes crashing down. Nobody's heard you yet, but that's not to say that they won't. And that's not a chance I'm willing to take. So, I'm sorry.
There are people who know I'm here.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it, I guess. Now here's the thing. With little Jake Howard's, he was kidnapped in the dead of night without knowing where he was, didn't know his address or anything that could identify him or who he was. But that's not the case with you. So, we can't risk having that kind of information getting out. Again, I'm sorry.
Hey, you don't want to go out too easy, do you? That's what I thought.
It's okay. I'm here. I've got you. Come on, let's go. You're okay. You're up. Are you feeling okay? Here. Oh yeah, hang on. Are you feeling okay? Really? Because you slept for 2 whole days. Oh, don't worry about that. You're fine. I could fix you something.
Are you hungry? I know it might be tough to eat, but I'll help you. Aaron? Come in here. You need some food.
Come in, Aaron. Sit down. Tie one of your arms. I'll do the other. Don't do it loosely. I saw you on the TV. I looked for you for a couple of days. But a basement was a basement. And they all looked exactly the same. Until that idiot showed his face and I knew exactly where you were. I just wanted to give it a try. I would never have done any of this to you. I wonder how many people can see you like this. You need to eat something. Come on. Well, don't worry. There's nothing wrong with it. Can't do anything else until you've eaten your soup. You're all right. There you go. Sit down. I'm not going to kill you, Aaron. I don't know what that means, though. I'm not sure where this is going to lead, and it could go on and on and on. It's okay if you struggle.